Alright guys, welcome to another episode. This is Johnny Taurus, where we talk about drums, percussion, gigs, and look what Mr. UPS left us today. Musicians, friends. Sweet. Da-da-da. All right. There it is, boys and girls. Yep. So we're going to open this bad boy in a minute. And I got my drums here, so I got to unpack and stuff, and we'll talk. Cool? See you in a bit. All right, hey, we're back. So here it is. Musicians, friends, box. We're gonna check it out. So I ordered some drum heads because this is what I'm currently using right now. If you can see, I got the 10 Remo, and I've been using these for quite a bit all summer, and also Remo on the floor tom. These are Emperors. See if you can see that. Yeah, clear Emperors. I love them. On the snare, I have just a basic white coated, and on the bass drum, I have. Sorry, trying to get my stand in here. I have a Power Stroke. I love this head. See if that comes through a little bit better. Sorry, moving you everywhere. Power Stroke. Anyways, it's a clear Power Stroke. So let's do it, man. Let me set this down. As you know, I use Gretsch. I love Gretsch. I love using Gretsch. My favorite sounding drums. I also like Yamaha a lot. I love Yamaha drums. Ludwig. I mean, I'm a fan of a lot of different drums. Some drums I think are a little overrated, you know, but some of these drums that they're making nowadays with these exotic woods, I mean, they can run the price up really high. But I love the sound of Gretsch drums. Gretsch drums, if you hear this, yes, come get me. Anyways, so here it is, man. Let's get our fancy. I'm going to sit you down right here on the stand, and then we're going to put you in place here. Try to work this out here. All right. Cool. So here we go. So my cousin, Mondo Jr., turned me on to these drum heads. He showed me a video of a drummer whose name is Aaron Holler. He is a Tex-Mex Tejano drummer, and he had his on his Sonar SQ1, and I just wanted to try him because I heard really good things about it. There's the Musicians Friends. Thank you guys at Musicians Friends. Aquarium, yes. These are the heads I wanted to try. I believe these are the, no, I forget, Response to drum heads. And check this out, man. I mean, how much cooler can this get? It's for my first tom. Oh, look at that. What? Very cool. There's one. This is for the 10. Set that down. And then we have, you know, and if you're a weekend drummer like me, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Jeez, look at that. That's wonderful. If you're a drummer like me that works on the weekends, does gigs, you know, has traveled, has done some stuff in the past. You know, we're all in this together, man. We do this because we love drumming. You know, wow, those are amazing. So that's for the second tom, and yeah, that's it. I didn't get the snare head, the same one, because I don't know too much about it, and that one is still kind of new. But the other heads I definitely have to change. They've been with me all summer, and I haven't changed them. So definitely time for an upgrade. And floor toms are great for tables. So I'm gonna start changing this out, and then I'll show you how I tune my stuff. So see you in a bit. So before we start changing heads, I just want to kind of show you before what it sounds like here raw, and then afterwards. All right, we're back. So I have them on already. They're still loose because I want to show you what I do to tune them up. I'll just kind of give you a sneak peek of what they look like from my angle. So that's what I'm looking at. Boy, look at that. It's gorgeous. Okay, so, and I got my snare here as well. So if you've been following me, following my journey here on YouTube, you'll know that that I've been doing this channel for about a year, and some of you know from my past videos. So all I'm gonna do now while I talk to you is I'm tightening these up. I had to tighten these guys up a little more with the finger because the tom holder is there. So I'm just going to talk and show you what I'm doing here. So most of you, or some of you, and thank you whoever's watching from around the world, thank you very much. And my name is Johnny Torres, if you don't know me. I'm a drummer in my 20s, when I was 20. In my 20s. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I don't have a script or nothing. I'm just going to talk to you like we're friends, because we are, you know. Anyways, in my 20s, I did a lot of traveling with some well-known bands, and I played a lot of heavy metal. And I opened up, the band that I was playing with, we opened up for a lot of more famous bands like Obituary, Fear Factory, White Zombie, Death. Boy, I can't remember, but we were getting very popular, and we got signed to a small label, and we were traveling around the United States. We were opening up for these guys, these bigger bands, and we were making some really good noise. We were on the radio, heavy metal radio. We were on Headbangers Ball on MTV. I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember that. So all I'm doing now here is I got finger tight. So now I'm going to start tuning. I didn't change the bottom at all because I like the way the bottom was already. It was already tuned. So I'm just going to work on the top. Okay. I like to do the cross method. So I start here, about half a turn. Okay. And we got pretty popular. And yeah, we made some CDs. We were, like I said, on the radio, and we did a lot of meet and greets with people. It was taking off, and we were starting to go somewhere with that band. Same thing with here. I'm just gonna start tightening up. I know they're really loose, so I'm gonna kind of finger tight with the key here. And yeah, we got to a point we were playing everywhere, man, around the United States. We were going to go to Canada. We were going to start going to different countries, and everything stopped. Life happened, and I had to quit playing music for a while. So I'm going to leave that one there, and I'm going to work on the floor tom next, because that floor tom is really loose, as you can hear. So yeah, and I did play with other bands, like blues bands. I traveled with a blues band that would play the casino market. I started playing when I was 3 years old, man. I mean, I started banging on stuff. And as far as I can remember, as 6 years old, maybe, 5, I always had the drumming thing inside me. Like, it was like I knew how to play, but I had to teach my limbs. Like, my brain knew how to play already and knew what to do, but my limbs didn't know yet. It was almost like, I don't know if this is going to sound weird, but like reincarnation of something that you know you what to do already, but you have to teach your body how to do it, and you can hear it, and you can, yeah, that's all I got for that. But yeah, when I started growing up, other people started noticing, hey, wow, you know, this kid, he's got something here, and he sings. So I was singing at a very early age. Early age, when I was a little boy. I would sing by myself. I would sing outside. I mean, whenever I was alone. And I didn't know what I was doing. It was just coming out. You know, I would sing. My sister would bring home. All right, that's getting better right there. So we're going to start out on top here. All I'm going to do is, I think this one's kind of, so we're going to roll back and start over on this one as I was talking. So I'm going to actually roll all the way back and then start fresh. So yeah, that's where I started from. And I'm just trying to get back out there and meet people and meet new drummers. And there's so many good drummers out there, man. And when I was younger, I was fortunate that I learned I wanted to learn. I was like a sponge. There we go. I wanted to learn reggae. I wanted to learn rock, of course. I started out with Latin, Tex-Mex beats, cumbias, Latin music. But I loved rock and roll, man. I got into rock and roll. I got into Neil Peart. I got into all kinds of you call it, name it, Elvis. I don't know if I like that there. I might have to redo this one, but so all I'm doing is about maybe half a turn here. Not even half a turn, maybe just like a quarter turn here. And I was always listening to that stuff, and I was always listening to the drummer. My uncle had a band, and when I was a kid, and I remember I'd go to these weddings and stuff, and I just watched the drummer. I just stand there, I just watched the drummer from the side of the stage, and he'd be watching me, and I'd be like, okay, cool. Wow, how's he doing that? Oh, all right. I don't know why. I was like a fly in a light, like a mosquito to a blue light, you know? That's how I was. It was very, I like that a lot, this floor tom. So I'm going to leave the floor tom right there. All I did with the floor tom is I went maybe quarter turn, not even, just kind of like a, you know, on each side. And I did the cross, you know, like I said, method. And we're working on this one right now here. So let's see. So that's where pretty much I'm going to go back down a little bit, just a little turn, maybe just that much right there. And pretty soon I was sitting in this band, this Mexican band, Tex-Mex band. When I was like 11, I sat in and people clapped and I was right there. I had to reach the pedals, of course. I had to get old enough to reach the pedals. And that's what happened, man. That's what happened. That's how I started. And from there, it just kind of took off. And like I said, I was always a sponge. I was always learning. I wanted to learn jazz, so I got into jazz. I'm taking this tom off, this head off, because I have some cotton balls in here. I'm going to take some out because this head is it's pretty thick and it's not resonating much. So anyways, so yeah, after I sat in with that band and I was a kid, I mean, and you know, I had to go to practice for this. But at an early age, man, I was telling grown-ups, you know, we were about to practice this couple songs I played that I was gonna play in this wedding at a ballroom with people. So I had to practice these songs, and we went into practice, and the bass player, I believe, was off tune. His bass, like I could always hear keys. I always like knew keys, but I didn't know what they were. You know, I'm not a guitar player or bass player. So at an early age, I was telling, yeah, I got cotton balls in here, so I'm gonna do that. So then we're about to practice, and I tell the bass player, because he's tuning up. I mean, he's not tuning up. He's just kind of warming up and stuff. I go, you're off key, or your you know, your bass needs to be tuned. And he's like, who is this little freaking kid, you know? And he starts laughing at me, and he's telling me, you know, how it is, and how many years he's been playing, and you know, I'm just sitting there, man, like, uh-oh, I did something wrong. That's when I knew that there was ego in the music business. A lot of ego, and still to this day, you know, whenever there's players that'll come in to a practice and say, all right, man, I'm going to help you guys out, but I'm not going to play this song, or that song. And I'm like, all right, man, this is a job, you know, you're getting paid. So, you know, just come in and do your job, you know. I mean, people like a certain song, you know, why not play it? I don't know. That's just me. But to each their own. So yeah, if you've been following me, 2025, man, I really want to hit it. I really want to do something. I really want to get this channel going, and I think I like that right there, man. Let's see. I know this, the camera and the mic that I have probably is not going to do it justice the way it really sounds, but boy, that sounds great. Now, I'm ordering another tom. I'm ordering an 8-inch tom for this side, so pretty soon, you know. I do like to squish them in and then retune them, squish them in, retune them, squish them in. So this is what I got. But yeah, going back to 2025, I think it's important for me to try to. I've been serious about this channel, and I am serious about this channel, and I love meeting you guys. I love playing drums. I love gigging. I want to do this as a lifetime thing. I've always been a kid, a person that just loves the drums, man. And yeah, that's where I want to go. I know there's a lot of you just like me that are out there that are working and drumming on the weekend, or maybe you're a professional drummer, or maybe you're starting, you know, it's all good. Start. Why not? Start. It's never too late to start, you know. You start now, tomorrow you'll be like, hey, I can do this now. And you'll get some ambition, and you'll be ready to go, and it'll help you. It'll help you continue to improve and get better. I like to practice as much as I can. Like I say, right now, I'm renting a place, and I live with, you know, I live here, and I have, this is kind of my studio right now, but here, hopefully in the future, I can find my own studio, because I'm sure the neighbors don't like me doing this. Yeah, if you like them, hey, Aquarian Response 2. I like them, man. I like them a lot. So I think I'm gonna add that to my 10-inch here soon, or my 8-inch, I'm sorry. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Like I said, I want to do like my top 5 drummers, and I know, you know, these are not going to be in order. I know there's a lot of people that like different drummers, and you might not, you know, like who I like, and that's cool. You know, that's just who I grew up with, and what kind of molded my playing. So yeah, so thank you very much, man, and I wish you a happy new year, and thank you very much for being with me on this video. And yeah, man, let's hit it. Let's do something good in 2025. Let's make it a better year. Whatever you do out there, whatever it is, man, whatever you're doing, or whether it be mountain biking or photography, or, you know, you got your own niche, that's cool. Do what you love, man. Always do what you love what you do, and you'll always be happy, man. So keep on rocking that. All right, together. All right, me and you, man. So thank you once again, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.